Elimination Chamber is closing in on us fast, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to you live for the next installment of Whassup Wrestling, and things are certainly about to get eerie here tonight. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, as I've said before, the Elimination Chamber just a couple of weeks away from tonight. We know at least two of the Elimination Chamber matches for the World Heavyweight Championship and the other for the Women's Championship. But for now, we start ourselves off with an Extreme Rules exhibition contest. So we're already gearing up for who will be the next contender for the championship, the FUBAR Championship, presently held by Crackerjack. They say that nobody would want a matchup like that, but FUBAR division is not exactly full of sane individuals. Colin Stiles and his opponent here tonight, Sammy D, certainly reflective of that. Original members of the FUBAR Invitational. Sammy D and Colin Stiles going a long ways back. This will definitely not be for the weak of heart, ladies and gentlemen. Two men who, well, let's just say that they were born wielding weapons. I mean, can you say otherwise? Sammy D is such a fierce fighter. Even the logo is too afraid to spin. He's gonna cut and go every now and then. Crackerjack will be watching this one, ready to see who comes out of this one on top. So Sammy D poised and ready to go. Colin Stiles poised, ready to go. The referee, here's hoping that he didn't skip leg day this past week. Last week was kind of an embarrassment for him, being knocked down several times. Loving shot from Colin Stiles, taking Sammy D down, and now going for the knee up onto the middle turnbuckle. And down. The double axe handle straight across the skull. Sammy D building up some momentum and continuing to build up momentum. Harvey clubbing blows just straight to the face. Colin Stiles going right to work on Sammy D. Sammy having gotten very little offense here. Sammy, one of the final four of this year's Royal Rumble. Certainly has a fair bit of momentum going for him. Flips up the apron and comes in with a steel chair. Will have it knocked from his grasp with a shot to the lower back, and now a shoulder block taking him down. Somebody brought back up and arm drag counter. Keeping things to be standard physical rather than going for the steel chair once more, as Colin comes right out of that Boston Crab. Now taking some time working away on Sammy's neck. No confirmation that the FUBAR Championship will be defended at Extreme or Elimination Chamber. But still a long ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we still don't even know the final entrant of the women's title Elimination Chamber, as the Harem have yet to decide how that will play out. Safe money is certainly on Honey Rydell, the presumed favorite of the harem. I'm sure that Emily Stratfield would have other things to say about that. As Sammy D now takes his own turn to the middle turnbuckle. Comes down with a double axe handle of his own. A little bit of a taunt. And out goes Colin Stiles. Sammy D not backing down, up on the apron. And comes down with a clothesline shot straight to the face. Not a hardcore, or not a falls count anywhere matchup. You see the referee is standing middle of the ring. As Sammy comes face first down onto the apron. So back inside, and in comes Colin Stiles going for a cover. Was that the KO shot needed? And unfortunately for Colin Stiles, it was not. Sammy D coming right back. And Colin whipped into the far corner. Sammy just walking his way over. That's allowing Colin to turn things around, quite literally. And out from the corner. And he brought back up, and Colin eats the top of Sammy's head with a jawbreaker as Sammy D pulls him in for the pile driver. And Sammy with a quick cover. Will this be it? And it is Sammy D with a come from behind victory. A hefty counter right into the pile driver. Colin Stiles up on his feet. Sammy D celebrating. Now he notices. Sammy D offering a handshake. And Colin Stiles refusing to accept. What does this mean? Will we see these two again? Whassup Wrestling is brought to you by the Fighting Monkeys. Or are they being sponsored by us? Well, either way, the money is going somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, as Cyndi Sullivan once finally going on. Well, it was supposed to be one-on-one with AJ Smith. But Lana Star and Betsy Miller up on the apron. Well, this is not a handicap situation as AJ rushes right through Cyndi with a forearm to the face. This whole situation between Cyndi and AJ, or at least Cyndi to AJ, and started back at Survivor Series where Cyndi was counted out. Spent the majority of the match just standing there watching AJ just transfixed on her. No one's been able to get Cyndi's words, her opinions, or any kind of definition on her, well, her shirt, her viewpoints of AJ Smith or anything of the sort. And again, even if we got anything of that, could we believe it? I don't think AJ really cares. I think she just wants to get this problem over with. Another attempted scoop slam, and Cyndi Sullivan countering back out again. Where's Cyndi going? And Cyndi tagging to Betsy. AJ certainly did not see this coming. I don't think the referee is going to argue with the Evil Girls. She now goes on to work with Betsy's back. So I suppose that's why Lana Star is up on the apron as well. So, just to confirm that this indeed seems like it is a handicap matchup. But AJ has been doing rather well thus far, although takes the DDT from Betsy. But Betsy's thus far taken a lot more from AJ. But this may be where the numbers game comes too much for the former VixXxen's champion. Double shoulder tackle. And Cyndi with a high angle backdrop. Dropping AJ on the back of her head. Cyndi continuing the hard work, sending her right into the evil girl's corner. And AJ finally fighting back. Kick to the face. And now a higher angle backdrop. Cyndi makes a desperate tag to Betsy. And AJ catching hold of Betsy's leg and takes her down by the head. Will drop to the hips. And what does AJ have in mind here? And eat me out. AJ with the eat me out. Betsy is struggling. Can she get out? And Betsy managing the powerbomb. AJ down. And you see Cyndi trying to get into the ring. I think she wanted the move done to her. At least that's the presumption I'm going with here. It's AJ Smythe now in the midst of a camel clutch. Well, we've seen that AJ was able to lock in the eat me out. Now that she can lock it in again. She takes a couple of elbows to the chest. Followed by a third, final one, knocking her back. Blocks the shot, comes back with one of her own. That's got to hurt the forearm. See Betsy Miller not even phased. Jawbreaker, that's still going to rock the head, but not enough. Oh! And just a sudden throat cutter right there. Well, earlier, ladies and gentlemen, that was a knee stomp. But a throat cutter from Betsy with those gold-tipped fingers right buried into AJ's neck. Stopping AJ down. AJ needing some time to breathe, but unfortunately Betsy Miller just not letting her have it. She finally managing to kick her out. Taking some time to recover, but Betsy with a Hurricane Rana. And I think Betsy already aiming for another one. And there we go. Second throat cutter. Now with the cover, and this has got to be it. Two throat cutters. And no! AJ barely getting that shoulder up. No energy to do much of anything else. And Lana Star, the freshest evil girl here. And quite frankly, the most insane. I'm sure she's only here for AJ's blood. AJ coming in, though, taking her down, suplex. She still has a hold of those ropes. Elbow straight down to the top of Lana's head. Bringing her up to her feet. And speaking of the head, tossing her away by it. And Lana Star with a jawbreaker. And a running, or just a standing big boot. AJ Smythe just being systematically torn apart, but still fighting back. Suplex to Lana. Stops down to the face. Lana fighting back, blocking that shot, getting in one of her own, but AJ Smythe turning things around. Covering that turnbuckle even more red if that were possible. And sidewalk slam. Star continuing the focus on the knee. And just rushing right through AJ with that huge boot to the face. And that has got to be it this time. And indeed it is. The Evil Girls victorious. But honestly, who is surprised by this outcome? AJ Smythe putting up a hell of a contest, especially in one where she did not think that she would have to be taking on 3 members of the Evil Girls. Fortunately, 2 throat cutters and 2 rushing big boots. Just too much for her. There you see it again, and just that huge shot to the chest. Evil Girls victorious, but I doubt that this is putting an end to things between Cyndi and AJ. I can only hope, but knowing the Evil Girls, how they can be at times. Pimp Daddy on his way to the ring, mic in hand. Nobody knows about what this is all about, but you don't see him with Cyprus. He's checking into the back. Does it have anything to do with what happened at the Royal Rumble? Calling out Cyprus. That's what we thought would happen, and Cyprus out here. I saw that, as mentioned. Royal Rumble. Cyprus did remain on to the side while Pimp Daddy was pinned, ultimately losing them the tag team title opportunity that they had earned from the Dusty Classic. And we'll see what Cyprus has to say, and perhaps defense of himself. It's not like it's the first time that that's ever happened. After all, later on, we saw Krystal stand by when someone was pinned. Oh, what is this? Cyprus attacking Pimp Daddy. Just a hefty shot. Cyprus saying that he's ready to get out of Pimp Daddy's shadow, and well, this is certainly one way of doing it, but I mean, the man is your father. Pimp Daddy just wanting what's best for his son, and Pimp Daddy with a straight shot. Pimp Daddy not afraid to fight his own flesh and blood. He understands this is a wrestling world, and when it comes to a wrestling world, you settle your disputes just like that, and Pimp Daddy tossing Cyprus outside of the ring, and Pimp Daddy celebrating hard. Well, officials are still trying to get Pimp Daddy and Cyprus apart from one another, but that's not exactly how I thought things would go between those two. Anyway, it's a good thing, I suppose, that Stephanie McMahon, or Kitty, and Stephanie decided to put those two in the World Heavyweight Title Elimination Chamber. See if they're able to work out their differences as Spectationill make their way to the ring. As another entrant into that World Heavyweight Title picture is Jamie Hill. You see him right there. The last one eliminated from the 2024 Royal Rumble. Ultimately won out by Moose, but still getting that far, earning himself a tremendous opportunity. Great chance to become a World Heavyweight Champion. But first, he and Dexter must take on a tremendously huge opposition force in the form of Rough and Tough. Honestly, these two men can go either way in how they compete. Fans have commented on how the start of their career, return career here, and often just phone things in, just toss their opponents around. Rough and Tough going against the critics back in the fall with a tremendous winning streak, only to lose out to Heroes for Hire. But as they have done it once before, can we see them do it again, earn their way back up to potentially a tag title opportunity? Find out as the Towers of Power take on the Speed from Canada, Spectationill. Jamie Hill starting things off with Rough, a couple of shots, and Rough taking them. Knocked back, but just comes right back, pulling Jamie into a clothesline. Rough's just unfazed by those shots. And now just pulling back on Jamie's head into a half camel clutch. So I certainly don't think that this is them phoning it in here tonight. Jamie dropped back down and trying for a huge throat uppercut, but Jamie fighting back. Not for long though. As Rough with a fireman's carry, now tossing him into the Rough and Tough corner. Quick tag to his brother Tough. Into the ropes and straight into a set of shoulders. Tough continuing on the assault as we saw Dexter call for a tag. Seems that any sort of issue that had happened in the past between Jamie Hill and Dexter Spectacular has worked its way has worked out. As both men appear to be back on the same page, and that's tremendous news. You know, over a year ago, Dexter Spectacular speaking out on the status of the tag team scenario. It seemed rather wrong if they were to leave it alongside partner Jamie Hill, going their separate ways, but here they are tonight taking on Rough and Tough as Dexter takes a clothesline. He's fighting right back. It's documented in the past as well. Dexter Spectacular not exactly afraid of larger opposition. Oftentimes challenging figures such as Ranger. And Tough with a stalling suplex, finally letting Dexter down. Again, Tough putting in the pressure. Bringing Dexter up and straight shot to the side of the head. Dexter leaned towards the corner but not into it. Able to take Tough out and up over the top rope. Dexter stomps Tough right back down, brings him back up to his feet, and right into the ring post. Missing out on that shot, and that's good. I almost thought that. Oh no! What to say? I almost thought that he was going to drop him down onto the mats, down onto the apron. Could be just worse, and just ramming him repeatedly against Rough. And now into the ring post. Count of 9. Is Tough going to get in there in time? It just barely makes it. Just as the 10 was about to be called. At the very least, Tough not willing to accept a count out, and Jamie Hill whittling Tough down, taking him down with a trio of shots. Dexter Spectacular down and out, and who knows how long that's going to be as Tough takes a DDT. And Hill fighting back, and Tough with the reverse DDT. Tough with his own hefty shot, rocking Jamie Hill back. And a rib breaker. See Dexter managing to get up as Jamie Hill takes the Tough enough. Pulled from the ropes and into a cover. Here's the count. Jamie Hill. And Jamie Hill, unfortunately, unable to get up as Tough picks up the win. I think Dexter Spectacular just too battered to step back into the ring. We just saw him get back up. Out of the ring assault from Tough as Rough and Tough certainly take their step towards vindication. See the Tough enough Dexter barely able to pull himself back up to the apron, thus allowing Rough and Tough a victory here, a huge victory. Elimination Chamber just around the corner. Will we see Rough and Tough finally get their shot? Finally get what they believe they have a right to, the Tag Team Championships. So now we have words of officials checking in on Dexter Spectacular following that outside assault. As Team Pink make their way to the ring. Given what happened a couple weeks ago at the Royal Rumble, and Summer tried to confront Krystal on her recent actions. Well, this whole team dynamic between these two, this hero worship that Krystal has been giving Summer, has taken a darker turn. Perhaps this match is further proof of that, as Krystal Weisz set to take on Neville. Documented in the past, Summer Holly Madison and Neville being very close friends. So perhaps this is just a further message being given to her supposed hero. Krystal Weisz has made it clear that she wants Summer's attention all on her own and for it to be spread on no one else. Well, she had that big, huge confrontation some months ago when Lilac attempted to step in on Summer's behalf. Show her some good sportsmanship. Krystal taking immediate offense to that. Neville entering the ring here. Again, the 2024 Snow Bunny. I should say the undefeated Snow Bunny champion, as she was also the 2023 Snow Bunny. And also one of these 6 competitors in the coming Elimination Chamber. And some good showing of sportsmanship, but who knows how long that is going to be. And Krystal Weisz somehow getting it behind Catherine there. Don't know what that's about. We've seen some rather odd situations between the VixXxen matches, and that's certainly no exception. DDT from Catherine to Krystal, and we know that Krystal Weisz and Summer Holly Madison Team Pink will be challenging against the page-turning centerfolds for the VixXxen's tag titles at Elimination Chamber. Kitty making it clear that they already have WrestleMania challengers in mind for that one as well. One can only assume who that would be, as Catherine now ascends to the middle rope. Catherine still wearing that hefty knee pad, calling it a precaution now. Not wanting to repeat the same incidents that happened to her back in July. You hear the reports of wrestlers re-injuring themselves in the same sort of area. I'm sure Catherine just does not want that to happen to her. She brings Krystal back up. Sure, contrary to their appearance, those paws probably hurt, as kick to the gut and an axe kick straight to the back of the neck. And Krystal looking for another kick. This one with a bit more running speed, and comes right in straight to the face. But Krystal not yet done. As we speculated, this is more a message, and Summer all cheering her friend on. With a final knee to the back of the head. Here's the count, and not enough to take Catherine down. Repeated shots from Krystal to Catherine's face, as Catherine fighting back. Uppercut beneath the jaw. And up on the shoulders goes Krystal. But Krystal flipping out and takes a heavy shot to the face. And face planted down to the Widow's Peak. And down over the top rope goes Krystal. We're even in promos, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing people flying over the top rope. As a matter of fact, I think the only match we haven't seen anyone go to the outside is the handicap match earlier on tonight, as Krystal trying to rush away from Catherine. And Catherine's sitting her up on the top rope. Something huge, something devastating in mind. Off the top rope, the very top. And down goes Krystal. Right into a cover. Here's the count. 1, 2, and 2 count only. Elbow not to the head, but to the face there. Another hefty shot. And backdrop. And Catherine. Something seems to have happened. I don't know what's going on there. Catherine just lying out there now with the final nail. But they may be trying to call this one early. And manages to do so. Something wrong with Catherine there. We saw her just collapse after that backdrop. Have to crawl over to Krystal. Fortunately, Krystal was able to get to the rope, or Krystal was able to get something up on the ropes, making the referee not make the count, but the final nail. You see the final nail, but well, really concerned for Catherine's health here. She did take that shot straight to the face. Medical personnel should have a look at her. Well, we'll keep you informed on what any medical officials see after checking out on Catherine Neville. Hopefully she's still able to compete and step into the Elimination Chamber. As Dork Killer making his way to the ring. Medical personnel really on hand here, getting their really earning their paychecks tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And there's the Hype. Hype who lost a couple weeks ago at the Royal Rumble. And Dork Killer does not see him coming and takes a steel chair right to the spine. Dork Killer tossing Hype toward the ring, misses out on that elbow. Up to the back of the head, and now the fight between brothers continues. I think Dork Killer was trying something and completely missed there. Now Dork Killer is throwing Hype into the ring. Referee's trying to restrain these two. Hype with a side Russian leg sweep. Referee doing another poor job stopping these two from fighting, not even bothering to get in between them or pull one of them away or anything. Just standing there, having the same authority as a mall cop. Anything less, and he'd be just giving them a strongly worded letter, ladies and gentlemen. Not even going to call for the bell or call for outside assistance. And somehow, some way, well, I guess I was just saying, I guess things were finally put to an end between Hype and Dork Killer, at least for tonight. There's someone in the back just declaring someone a winner. Honestly, the next time something like that happens, just start off with that there, referee or anyone of that sort. As Wild Child set to go one-on-one with Number Guy, whom we haven't actually seen in some time, I'm sure. Figures like Ultra Guy, Stan Stevens will be very interested and wondering where Number Guy has been. It's, of course, a non-title matchup. Who had a very impressive win last week. And Stan Stevens declaring himself the $1 billion champion, consistently calling out Number Guy. Not sure at one point he will try to challenge for a title for title. It does seem to be Stan Stevens' MO here. Of course, we can't overlook Wild Child's last major victory over the Hype. And here he comes, the $1 million champion. Really need to start concentrating on this reign by Number Guy. And who's successfully defended it on a multitude of occasions, even entering his own #1 contendership matchup just to test out those who would try and, well, earn their victory or earn their shot, and Number Guy came out victorious on that one. I was assaulted by Steve Austin, faced off against him at SummerSlam and defeated him there. This is not the first time we've seen Wild Child and Number Guy go at it in the ring, one-on-one. This is definitely a good welcome back for Number Guy. Who, as I am being told, was busy doing press throughout the UK for upcoming Whassup Wrestling shows. So that does make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Number Guy, a proud hero in Irish folklore. At least that's what I have heard. It's Wild Child twisting out the head. Sure, Wild Child wouldn't do much with a victory here tonight. Well, a victory over a champion. And down goes the referee. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Proof that the referee did not skip leg day. Just immediately back up to his feet. Very important as Number Guy counters out from the corner with an elbow. And this one just going back and forth for the most part of this, for the most early part of the match. Wild Child up and suplex against the ropes. May have cushioned some of the fall, but not all of it entirely, as Wild Child brought him to his feet and taken down. This Number Guy takes immediate control of this matchup now. Chop across the chest as Wild Child gets up, but comes up into a neck breaker. Wild Child rolls to the apron. And I think you know what's going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. The fight breaks out to the outside of the ring. And down onto the knee. This Wild Child is flung back. Now brought up to his feet. Scoop slam attempt, but Wild Child counters out. Forearm to the back. And tries one with his own. And reverse DDT. Referee already up to 5. Out of 7, and Wild Child thrown back in, and Number Guy follows right up. And Wild Child tripping out Number Guy's feet. Up onto the shoulders, and snake eyes off the top turnbuckle. Wild Child bringing up Number Guy again. And swinging DDT. And here's the cover. Will this be enough? 2 and 2 count only for Wild Child. Wild Child contemplating his game plan here. Straight shot to Number Guy's back and neck breaker. Wild Child looks about ready to deliver another. But no, Number Guy breaking out. And a snap suplex. Number Guy now waiting. And Dragon Sleeper, but Wild Child is able and gets hold of the ropes. We're going to utilizing some of his MMA training, getting that Dragon Sleeper, but perhaps forgetting that rope breaks are a thing. Wild Child immediately getting out from that corner. Gets in there with a backdrop, sorry. There's the cover now. Just a 1 count as predicted. Reverse DDT from Wild Child, the master of the DDT. DDT from any location, any time, any position. Into the ropes or corner. So another guy propped up on the top. And number for Wild Child going to go up and join him. And top rope arm drag taking down number guy. Stomp to the chest now. And Wild Child pulling him up. And another reverse DDT. Here's the cover, middle of the ring. 2 and 2 count. Once again, just on the 2. Wild Child needs to stop focusing on just disbelief moments and just keep up the fight. All he does there is give number guy the opportunity to recover. This number guy brought up and taken down with a suplex. And Wild Child, DDT, spiking number guy's head to the canvas. And here's the cover once more. 2 and almost 2.5. Once again, Wild Child showing some frustration. Could cost him on the long run here. So his number guy counters out, and now back heel kick. Is that the knockout shot? Not quite. Elbow to the top of the head. Number guy bringing Wild Child up into the far corner. Number guy living up to his namesake. Now with a cover. 2 and 3. Number guy gives the assist to the turnbuckle, but number guy victorious here. A tremendous victory for the $1 million champion. The man coming back to active competition. And Wild Child up to his feet. And another show of sportsmanship here tonight. And Wild Child accepts. Good to see that, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Maple making her way out to the ring. And just like with Pimp Daddy, not certain what Maple would be doing out here, perhaps speaking on behalf of Craig Stevens, but you know that Craig Stevens can at times talk for himself, and well, I thought it's bad to see Maple. Just surprising. out comes Alexis King, the agent of Buddy and Blith Omega. Maple does not seem to be so pleased. Surprisingly, she came out here to congratulate her former client, Moose. What does Alexis King have to say? And I wonder, does Maple really do have a hole in her glove? Is this a special glove for her mic performances? Things between these two getting incredibly personal. Alex is making a large assortment of comments there, leaving Maple in the ring. She wasn't even the first Maple, or all some derogatory things there. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We do have news of Catherine's condition. This is not being confirmed or anything of the sort, but I believe that Catherine Neville may have suffered a mild concussion during a match against Krystal Weisz. And there's just still speculation on that front. Catherine Neville, well, being Catherine, not exactly allowing a proper investigation of her well-being, but I was hoping that was Summer in the back there. So at least be able to convince her friend to go through a proper going over. Krystal Weisz will be accepting enough to allow something like that to happen. It's allowing Summer to convince Catherine to seek the medical attention that she, we assume, desperately needs. So there's the update on that. The Superstar awaits this non-title matchup against the Royal Rumble winner, Big Man Moose. A guaranteed shot for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. It will be Moose and Buddy main eventing that show. And what a main event that will be. Buddy's days may be numbered as Moose may be ready to take that giant leap into the main event scene we saw earlier tonight, just moments ago in fact. Moose's former manager, Maple, giving some words of encouragement to her former client. One of the things did not end badly between the two of them. She indeed wishes Moose well, and Superstar comes rushing right out, but Moose with an immediate kick. This trouble has been brewing between these two for some time. In fact, the last time that these two went head-to-head, Moose was victorious following a tremendous Moose on the loose, barreling him all his weight down on Superstar's chest as he rolls out of the ring and comes right back in. And that's enough to regain the advantage for himself. I was close to saying that these two will compete at Elimination Chamber. We'll see just how physical they become as they enter into the World Heavyweight Title Chamber. So Moose could be going into WrestleMania, the World Heavyweight Champion. As if he's able to survive 5 other competitors. Given the huge amount of momentum that Moose has been building up for himself as of late, well, that could happen. As Moose now going for a quick cover. 1 count only. And Moose taking a flying forearm shot, but does not go down, and goes down though to the DDT. So another competitor is that coming Elimination Chamber earlier tonight, though in a losing effort, that being Jamie Hill teaming with Dexter Spectacular against Rough and Tough. The Superstar with a very disrespectful slap to Moose's face, and Moose not going to take it. The Superstar again rolls up into the apron. And Moose sending him to the outside. Surprised Superstar didn't think that was going to happen. Not just because I'm sure he knew where he was, but just how this night has been going. Moose sent right back into the ring. Kick to the gut, but Moose just powers his way through it, up to his feet. Elbow, and now sharpshooter attempt, and sharpshooter in. Moose clawing and manages to twist himself around. So I'm surprised he didn't just fling Superstar forward with his legs. Couple of rib breakers there from Moose, and Moose taking a jawbreaker shot, and starstruck right against the ropes. And unlike that superplex that Wild Child took earlier, I doubt the ropes did any good. Sure, at least the bottom rope caught across Moose's throat. See the big man kicking out, but unable to get to his feet right away. Or even at all, as Superstar launches himself down at him. And Superstar trying to get to the turnbuckle. He's going to show some disdain for his opponent. And again, just kicking him right down. The lack of respect that Superstar has for Moose, just unfounded. But Moose not going down without a fight. And up onto the shoulders, up into the air and down, crashing onto the shins. But Moose not finished yet, and running knee to the side of Superstar's head as he flips over. And the World Heavyweight Champion in trouble in this non-title matchup. Who's now bringing Superstar up. And up onto the shoulders again. This time with a backbreaker. And Moose definitely worn out. He's going to have to put a stop to this at some point. Or will Superstar be the one to put Moose away? Superstar wanting Moose up. And drop kick right off the top ropes. Now Superstar again going to take a high risk offensive here. And shooting star. But it's not enough in Superstar's book as Moose shaking his head. Now with a half crab. Unfortunately, Superstar getting to the ropes, and Moose, an honorable fighter, steps away. But steps away for momentum as Moose on the loose. Rather than go for a cover, Moose bringing Superstar up to his feet. And now getting some shots in return for his trouble. And Bulldog. Superstar celebrating his counters here as Moose getting to his feet. I don't think he sees Superstar behind, but doesn't matter. Superstar again with the star struck. And here's the cover, but Moose to the ropes. Moose with a counter blow and overhead belly to belly. He's going for the cover, blood on his face, but he's not out yet. And neither is Superstar. Superstar pulling Moose in. And neckbreaker connects. Moose brought him to his feet and unable to come in there. And trying for a spear. Moose catching hold of him. Buddy, take notice. And Moose trying for a choke slam. Countered into an arm breaker from Superstar. Again, trying to go for the sharpshooter, but Moose able to get into the ropes. Superstar now onto the middle turnbuckle. Trying for, well, what is as good as a standing double axe handle. Misses on that, but catches him with a neckbreaker and kick to the face. The Superstar now going for the cover. Will that be it? Referee racing around. 2. And there we go. Superstar picking up a revenge victory over Moose. Superstar celebrating. Moose still down. This will not be the end, ladies and gentlemen, as we know. Elimination Chamber. Superstar Or what is he thinking here? What is Superstar? No, Superstar coming back in with a steel chair and just wails on Moose. Superstar wailing on Moose and threatening the ref away. What has gotten into this man?